All right, guys. Off. And welcome to the Wednesday Reset Stretch and Balance class. I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to sit in a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you today. Just as long as you can feel your sit bones, wherever they're lurking. And we're just going to let the eyes close and just get into the breath for a moment. Just kind of settle into the body and just notice what the body is experiencing, what it's telling you. Taking some slow, deep, natural breaths. Just slowing down. And coming into your ujjayi breath, that little constriction in your throat. Just serving to slow and deepen the breath. And calm your brain. Sometimes it's moving fast. Feeling the crown of your head reaching to the sky as you inhale, letting your eyes close. And exhale, feeling the shoulder blades melt down the back. And taking a moment to assess where you are experiencing your breath this morning. Can you deepen it? Can you bring your belly into the situation? Feeling your collarbones widen out as your heart gently shines forward. Feeling your face become relaxed, especially that space between your eyes where you thinky all the time. Let it smooth out with the exhales. Releasing any tension in your jaw. Softening your lips. Bringing the hands out and open. Making a fist. Inhale. Exhale, release. And wiggle the fingers. And now we're just going to sweep up any tension, any discomfort, and send it out through the fingertips with the exhales. Giving those elbows a little shaky shake. And let's bring the hands to the belly. Give your belly a little love, a little rub. Oh. Sitting up tall. And I want you to fill your hands with your breath. And exhale, pulling the belly in. I'm kind of pressing the hands, not pushing or anything, but just a little gentle pressure. Filling it up, feeling the breath through the sides of your body, through your back. And letting it out. Out through the mouth powerfully. Good. Now we're really cleaning house with that breath. Good. And one more big belly breath. Excellent. Let's bring the hands over the heart. And notice that it's a little more subtle, that rise and fall. There's not as much movement in the chest as there is in the belly that you can create, but it's there. Let your hands kind of surf the wave of breath. Feeling your neck getting a little longer with each exhalation. And setting your intention for your practice today, should you choose to. Always a choice. Right into your heart. And in your mind's eye, seeing yourself in your intention, creating your intention. Could just be a little prayer, a little wish. Breathe it in and let it out. Beautiful. Awesome. And we're going to bring the hands to the sides, lean back and change the cross of your legs. Ooh. We always come in to practice in our natural seated position and what feels comfortable. So by the very definition, this was going to be a little less comfortable, but breathe into that. Wherever your body is touching the floor, I want you to breathe into that space and just feel your groundedness as you bring your heart over your pelvis, your head over your heart. And once again, we're going to bring the fingers out to the sides and just do some shoulder rolls, really gentle, just getting into our asana practice, into the movement. But we're going to keep our pranayama, keep that breathing. We're going to do one shoulder at a time, kind of isolating one side at a time, and notice what you feel from one side to the other. This is kind of a come hither. Wink, wink. Sometimes when you do this one side at a time, you can notice the gremlins and your natural little imbalances a little more clearly. Good. And now reverse, whichever arm, and forward. And you're going to feel like you're bringing your elbow out just a little bit more to the side, getting through your shoulder. Ooh. Ooh. Breathing. Excellent, good practice here at the very beginning to keep your breath with your movement. Good. And let's bring the arms up and overhead. Big breath in as you look up. And exhale, let's sweep those arms. Flick the fingers, get. Inhale. Big chest, big belly, exhale. Sweep it out, looking at the floor. Last one, pulling in love, pulling in self-kindness and ahimsa. Exhaling, releasing that critical voice we all have. Get. All right, giving the arms a shake. Let's take the left arm out to the side. We're going to sweep that right arm up and just do a gentle side bend. Looking up if it's comfortable. You may not be there just yet. That's okay. Breathe. Keeping that sit bone planted and just getting some stretch through those ribs. Oh, yeah. Breathing. See if you can move your elbow over your ear, slightly behind. Oh, yeah. Breathe. Let's move through the wrist. Getting into that movement. And gently coming up, inhale, holding a big old ball of light from your sit bones to your fingers. Exhale, opposite side, take your time. Oh boy. Notice what you notice. Breathe into the places that feel a little tight. Let your exhale be your moment to relax further in to your stretch. Inhale is all about that alignment. And exhale is about the deepening of the stretch. Easy neck. Deep breath. Moving through your wrist. Oh. Good. And coming up nice and tall. Good job. Hands are out to the sides. We're just going to do a very gentle ulnar stretch, reaching those hands back slightly behind you. They're in line with the shoulders and back. And you might feel this kind of in your palm. I want to get a good stretch through the ulnar nerve, through your carpal tunnel situation, pinching that invisible pencil between your shoulder blades as they're pulling down the back. Big chest expansion as you look up, opening up the throat, nourishing your heart with breath. Good. And now we're going to bring those hands together behind, roll the shoulders, inhale once again, looking up. Good, stretching through the fronts of your shoulders, your collarbones. And release those hands. Good job. Shake it out, shake it out. And we're going to go to our hands and knees. Nice and slow. Take your time. Oh, oh, oh. All right, so we're in our tabletop position, finding our way into a nice stable table using your belly. Oh yeah. So stretching out those fingers. Let's make some biscuits. Fingers, oh yeah. Rolling through the entire finger, hand, palm, all the way into the thumbs and pinkies. Good, coming into stillness. Bringing those knees directly below your hips. We're going to move into some cat and cow. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, press the mat away as you round the back. Pull your belly button in. Inhale, feel the tailbone tipping up to the sky. Exhale, point that tailbone at the floor as you, oh yeah, get some good stretch through your back. Let's do 3 more. Full rounded back in the cat. And it's almost like your spine is smiling. I like to think of that in the cow. Moving through the entire movement with breath. Let's do 1 more. Just waking up the back, noticing what's going on. And coming into a nice stable tabletop. Got to use your belly for this, you guys. Beautiful. Let's extend the left leg out straight behind you. And you might even open your hands a little bit for a little more stability so that you're not just listing right. You really want to distribute your body weight in the tripod, right in the center of the tripod with your knee and your hands. So that leg is behind you. Let's get a good flex in the foot, and let's see if we can't get some stretch and some length through the back of the leg. Got to use your belly here. And now we're going to bring that right hand up to the sky. Deep breath. Watch that shoulder blade. Keep it down. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to seesaw just a few. Just playing with our balance. Breathing. Using the entire left hand. You don't want to tax out your wrist. Pressing through your knuckles into that mat. Good. And coming to stillness. Inhale, long, flex that foot. Lots of space. And coming back into your center space, opposite side. Right leg comes out. Oh boy. Just putting that footprint on the wall behind you. Left arm comes up. Hey, how do you do? Thumb to the sky. Stretching through the right fingers. Good. Deep breath. And let's seesaw. Nice and slow. Really trying to keep the body in a plank. In a long, straight line. Put any and all crunchy tension you might be feeling in your muscles, not in your joints. Breathe. Good. And coming to stillness, inhale long, 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 long. Watch that shoulder. And exhale back into your tabletop. Good job. We're going to curl the toes and sit back for a toe stretch in hero child. Drawing that tailbone back between your heels. Now, some of you, and you know who you are, can do this and easily just pop right up into a hero's pose with the toes curled. This may not be you today or ever, and that's okay too. Just press and breathe. We're getting some oxygen into the feet, into those tight muscles, down deep in the, ooh, little teeny tiny muscles in your toes. Breathe. Big ujjayi breath. If you lost track of it, bring it back into your repertoire here. Good. One more. Good. And if you're in heroes, come on down, back to us, mere earthlings, and come back into your tabletop. We're going to release the toes up off the mat and pedal and wiggle those feet. Breathe. Nice long neck. Good. And releasing those feet down to the floor. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to lift those knees. Okay. Inhale. Exhale, straighten and press. And if you're like me, you just cracked your way into down dog. OMG. Wiggle your toes. Breathe. Press the mat away. Relax your neck. Let's shake the head. Yes, no, maybe so. We are in dog. And just know if ever dog feels unrestful to you and it's too much, you take your knees back down into tabletop or all the way to child's pose. That is 100% cool and allowed. Pulling the belly button up and in on those exhales as you elongate your spine, pressing the mat away, sitting the sit bones where the wall and the ceiling meet. Deep breaths as you expand through your upper back. And get some length through your spine. See if you can pull and draw those kneecaps in, up and in. You straighten and let those heels reach towards the floor. It's okay if they're not touching. They're heading that direction. Breathe. If you want to walk your dog now, by all means, you certainly can. Roll through your hips. You can wag your tail, or you can just stay and breathe in the pose. Whatever you need to do today, what you should be doing. Breathe. Beautiful. We're going to do crouching tigers. We're going to soften those knees, let them hover over the floor as you bend them, looking at the floor. Inhale. Don't let them touch. Exhale, straighten and press back to your dog. Moving through, we're keeping this motion nice and smooth. Inhale, and we move on the exhales. So your gaze goes from your knees in dog to the floor in tiger. Just moving through the motion. Feel your weight distributing differently through your hands, your fingers, all the way to the pads of your fingers. Getting a good grip on the floor with the hands. Beautiful. We're going to bend the knees, look forward. Inhale and exhale. Hop or step your feet up towards your hands. At least a fist width apart. We're going to come up halfway. Deep breath in. Long neck, flat back. Exhale, fold with a softish knee into your first Uttasana, forward fold. Drawing the shoulder blades away from the ears, right? So they're going up this time. You can hold on to your legs, your toes, your feet, your elbows, whatever works. We're going to stay here for just a couple of breaths, feeling that. Let the spine relax. Let the vertebrae articulate lower and separate. Feeling that breath stretch through your back. Wiggle your toes. Hello. Good. We're going to come up halfway and park it here for 3 fiery breaths, drawing the shoulder blades, making that number 7 shape. Hear me a little better. Right? It's that business. Pulling the belly in tight on those exhales. Feeling your triceps working as you pull it down on the exhales. Good, powerful. Let's do 2 more. Let's do 1 more. Excellent. We're going to bend the knees and sit into a chair pose. Take your time. Don't let yourself get dizzy here. Sitting back, those sit bones. Turn on my fan. Already gotten it's going to be a hot one today, y'all. All right, sitting into your chair. The hands are on the knees for now. Tucking the tailbone slightly beneath you, just a little, just to flatten out that back, get it long in the spine, using your lowest belly muscle, and opening up your shoulders. We're going to do a roll back of the shoulders and opening up the chest. Now let's play with the hands. The arms can come up in fierce. They can come into your prayer, or of course in skier, whatever works for you, you choose. But you're going to breathe. See if you can lift your toes, really sit into your chair. Good, feeling all the feelings in your legs. Good, inhale and exhale. We're gonna straighten up those legs. Oh yeah, and come up into a little back bend. And exhale, drawing the hands down into your heart space. And we are in mountain. Hello, we're standing, we made it. It was a journey, you guys. We made it to our feet. And so in our mountain pose, let's release the arms, thumbs out, and soften the knees. Slight tuck of the tailbone. Let's roll the shoulders back once and let them drop, and just stay in for 3 deep breaths in a beautiful, strong, and tall mountain pose. Feeling where your breath is now that you're standing. Are you able to get a little deeper breath? There's a reason why singers stand. Good. Well done. All right, we're going to do sun salutation series, Namaskara A, or 1. I'm going to turn. You stay where you are. Taking the arms up, nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, let's swan dive nice and slow. Take your time with your breath. Inhale, coming up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step into your plank. Nice and strong. First plank of the day. Oh, golly. Deep breath in. See if you can straighten those legs. And on your exhale, you can go knees, chest, chin, or lower chaturanga, lower plank. Rolling into your back bend. Inhale, cobra pose. Curl the toes. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, bend the knees, looking forward. Exhale, hopper step to the top of your mat. We're going to come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Oh, yeah. Soften those knees as you inhale. You're going to tuck the tailbone and roll yourself up slow. Head comes up last. Inhale. Exhale, moving through. Smooth. Go at your own pace. It's okay if you get a little wobbly or get off track. You can come back at any time and join me into your plank. Wherever I am, don't give yourself a hard time about that. Good. Exhale, back to your down dog. Inhaling, bend the knees, looking forward. Exhale, hop your step to the top of your mat. Come up halfway. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold, release your back. Keep your knees slightly soft. And inhale, rolling yourself up slowly. You can also reverse swan dive if you're feeling fancy today, if you got it in you. And exhale. Good. One more set just like this, coming up slow. Bend the knees. Exhaling down. Rolling into your, oh yeah. Exhale, down dog. Look at your knees in dog. Looking forward in tiger. And we'll all meet. We're going to meet cute in mountain. Beautiful. And we're going to add on to this. Come on down. Coming up halfway. Exhale, we're stepping that right leg back into a warrior one. Hey-o. We made it. Warriors, y'all. Warrior is good for your brain. It's good for your body. It's good for your chutzpah. All right, so your hips are square to the front of your mat. Okay, always want to make sure that you can see your big toe on the inside. You can make it as short or as deep as you want. All four corners of the feet are engaged, and let's bring the arms up for one. Strong, breathe. Do a slight tuck of your tailbone, just a slight tuck of your tailbone. The bend in your back is really the upper back, right? Around, if you had a bra on, right there. As you open up that heart. Good, and now I want you to draw your hands out in front, Charlie's Angels. We're gonna fly our warrior today. All right. Inhale, exhale, coming up, lifting that back foot, and you're flying. Now, if balance is an issue, you can always bring those arms out to the side for airplane. Okay? If you need to hold on to a chair, that's okay too, or the wall. Either way, we're gonna breathe. That bottom leg has some softness in the knee. Your hips are square to the floor. Breathing, doing your best. It's okay if you wobble. Good. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to drop that back foot halfway down and take a bow for pyramid. Oh, pyramid. Breathe. That front leg is nice and straight. You can really start to work through some issues there you might be having in your hamstring here. Breathe. You're trying to straighten that knee without locking it up. You relax your neck. You're looking right at your knee. Breathe. Good deal. We're going to press our way up, back into pyramid leg, airplane arms. Good. And all the way up to standing and bringing the feet back together. Inhaling, arms overhead. Exhale, let's close the pose. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold, swan dive. Inhaling halfway up. Exhale, we're going to send the left leg back for warrior one. On this side. Oh, yeah. All right. So always remember that your warrior is not a crescent lunge. The crescent lunge is where that heel is off the back. We want the entire back foot engaged. Okay, so that pinky toe side of the foot has landed. And you might, if you have tight calves, you might really be feeling that. Breathe into whatever's going on back there, getting some length through the leg. Check it out. Can you see your big toe in the front? Inhaling into your warrior one with your arms. Hips are square to the front of the mat. If you're tight, you might be kind of cockeyed like this. There's no warrior 1.5, unfortunately. Breathe. If you can bring your hands together, try that. If you can keep your elbows straight. If they want to bend, open up. Deep breaths. All right, you know where this is headed. Warrior 3, we're gonna fly into battle together. All right, so take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, picking that back leg up and taking your warrior 3. Do what you like with your arms. If you need extra help with the balance, you know the drill. The wider, the better. Breathe. You're doing great. Try not to lock up that bottom knee. Keep some play in the joint. Put it in your muscles. Deep breath in. Well done. Let's drop that back foot and relax our way down into a pyramid pose. Relax the head. Yes, no, maybe so. Looking at your knees and breathe. That front leg loves that stretch after the business of warrior 3. So really give yourself a chance to get into your glute a little bit. Breathe, relaxing the backs of your legs. Lots and lots of breath. Good, we're gonna soften that front knee. Inhale, exhale, press yourself up into airplane. Great movie, deep breath in. And exhale, we're gonna draw the feet together, hands come overhead. Reach, and exhale, we're gonna draw the hands into the heart space, pressing those palms firmly together for 3 breaths as you really actively press the hands together. Feeding your heart. Well done. And we're gonna drop those arms. Good job, you guys. And fix your bra, apparently. That wasn't on my list for today. Should just always be there. All right, so from here, we're gonna take the hands to your hips. We're gonna step out just a little bit wider than your hips so that your feet, if you're on a regular mat, your feet are just kind of parallel to the sides. And we're gonna do a nice big hula hip. Oh yeah. Deep breaths. And so just imagine you've got a Crayola marker there at the end of your tailbone and you're drawing circles. And you're gonna find places that feel tight. And we're gonna pass through it once. And then on the next pass, you can stop and breathe into those places that feel like they need a little love. And don't be shy of the places that feel yucky. Good, and let's reverse. So go through smoothly a couple of times without stopping, and then on the last couple, you can really stop and explore. Not pain, intensity. I don't know. I'm not one for euphemisms, really, in general. Good. All right, coming back into center space. Good job. All right, so from here, we're going to do one more balance pose. So if you've got your balance set up, it's coming. All right, so we're going to do hand and foot balance. Sounds like hand and foot disease, foot and mouth disease. No. So in its full expression, right, it's this business. Okay, but that doesn't mean you can't express it in your way. So we're going to pull the right knee up, rotate through your ankle. Oh, good. And we're going to open up. First things first, it's like tree, but you're catching the knee. So we start here. So this is one. Foot is relaxed. And the knee is off to the side. If you're really having a hard time, say your hips are very tight, you're probably going to stay in one, okay? You're still doing it. And your work is going to be that opening up, like fire hydrant pose that we do. The work is going to be that opening in the abductor of your hip. That's your business today. But if you feel pretty loose, pretty good, we're going to catch the foot or the big toes and take it in a little deeper. This would be 2. And of course, 3, you get that extension, that lift from the leg through the hip. And you start the business of straightening the leg. Now I'm going to have students that are going to be able to do it with their ankle, and that's fine too. That is an option. But if you can get the bind on the toe and straighten out, and then it's just a matter of balance. Wherever you are, breathe, drawing the shoulder blades down. And of course, the full expression is when you look in the opposite direction at the foot. It's usually where I fall down, or I get wobbly. Wherever you are, breathe. Three more deep breaths. You can do it. Inhale and exhale. We're all going to close up shop and bring that knee back into center. Tuck your tailbone, deep breath in. Good, and switching sides. Good job. All right. Now, if that was the struggle bus, now you know where your stop is, right? It might be different on this side. Who knows, right? Open and hoping. Okay, so we're going to pull the left knee up. Rotate through your ankle. Woo. And then we start the business of opening up. So yes, this is a hip opener. We don't really think a lot about our balance poses doing much more than just torturing us with our balance, or maybe, these are all weight-bearing exercises, great for your bones, great for your metabolism, but these are hip stretches. So there's a lot happening here, and it's okay if you're struggling. You'll get there. Breathe. Finding a gazing point to stare at sometimes helps with your balance. If and when you're ready, breathing, of course. That's the trick, isn't it? We know it's okay to fall. We know it's okay to wobble. The only thing it's really not okay to do is hold your breath. And it's kind of the first thing you want to do, right? Your body's like thinking. Don't let your body think. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, closing in shop. Take it slow. We're all going to meet back here. Put the knee in front. Good. And release. Well done. We're going to open up and roll through the, oh, another hula hip. That feels good after that beeswax. Other direction. Good job. All right, guys, coming back into the front of the mat. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to swan dive, fold, really sticking that tailbone out behind you. Inhaling halfway up. Exhale. We're going to bend the knees, plant the hands, step into your down dog. Oh, yeah. Breathe. Oh, yeah. All right. We're going to drop those hips, wiggle those legs out, back behind you for a plank. Deep breath in. Exhale, you're going to lower yourself down all the way to your belly for some locust variation. All right, so we've got the legs out behind. Hands are out here to the sides. And we're going to sweep the arms back, find that invisible ball, and press that ball towards your heels as you look forward, straight ahead, so you can lift your heart off the mat. Lift your legs and breathe. We're just going to hold this and breathe. As you look up, try not to let the neck get super tight. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come to either side of the chest. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to roll ourselves into a cobra pose. Deep breath. Exhale, pressing those sit bones back. Oh yeah, to child's pose. That's always a good sign when you get into child's pose, isn't it? And we're going to stay here for quite a few breaths. If you need to open up your knees for better air, that's the way to do it. Soft, deep breaths. Good. Deep breath in. And very gently exhale, coming into your tabletop. Hey, we're back in tabletop. Awesome. All right, so from here, from our tabletop, we're going to bring the sit bones back, cross the ankles and roll ourselves to seated, or sweep the feet to the side and roll ourselves that way. Either way, I'll meet you at your sit bones. We're back on our bottoms. All right, guys, so today we are going to be doing our cow face pose. So there's two distinct parts of cow face. I want you to bring, let's do the bottom half first. How about that? So we're going to bend, that left knee is going to be underneath, and bring that right knee on top. I know it's kind of hard to see, I'm wearing black. Maybe from the side you can see a little easier. The goal here is to stack your knees and let your shins become parallel to the top of your mat. That's the goal. But what often happens for most of us is one sit bone just gets, it's like it's up on a jack, right? So our work there is to flatten both the sit bones to the floor. What's that going to do? Holy moly. Right here in that hip, usually it's the bottom leg's hip is getting the most sensation. You might be feeling a little bit over here, but it's right. You can feel that. So your work is going to be kind of bringing those sit bones to be flat to the floor. Now the arms, we've got this right knee on top. So I'm going to bring the right arm up, bend the knee. Hello, the knee of your arm called the elbow. It's only Wednesday, y'all. And we're going to point the elbow to the sky and really bring that elbow in close to the ear. And you're going to walk your fingers down your spine. Now, for some of us, this is where we stop. Others might grab a strap or a belt, which sounds like we're in trouble, but we're not. And we're going to bring the left hand, bend the elbow, and we're going to wiggle the fingers to meet. And that's the bind for cow face. Breathe. Bamu? No. Oh, forgot the Sanskrit for this. But you know, cows are a big deal in India. They're actually very little. They're small, but you know, they're not for eating. That's for sure. Good. And breathe as you kind of settle into wherever you are with your hands and with your hips. I want you to take some deep breaths. So there's some deep opening that happens in the underarm area here. Obviously, breathe into that, lifting that heart and chest. Doing your very best to not hunch too much. Opening it up. Good. Deep breath in and exhale. We're going to release the hands first. You don't have to do this. This is just fun. And we're going to bring the hands back behind and we're going to switch to cross the legs. Okay. Now this is one of those very instructive moments. The legs and cow face can tell you a lot about what's going on in your hips. Be patient though. Sometimes it took you a little while to get as deep and stretched into the pose. So it's going to feel awkward when you switch sides. So be patient. We're stacking the knees on top of each other. We're bringing those shins to be parallel out in front. And we're sinking, this time it's your left sit bone, to meet its buddy on the floor. Breathe. All right. Left hand. We're going to take our time, walk the fingers, let your fingers do the walking down your spine and really point the elbow to the sky and really bring it in close to your ear. Deep breath. Walking in a little further down. Now we're going to bring the opposite arm. There's a little rotation, inward rotation that happens. And we're going to bring them to meet. Now, if you're like me and you have rotator cuff issues here, be gentle. This one gets right into the rotator cuff. Breathe. And it's okay if you don't get as deep and if they're not matchy-matchy. Breathe. Teaching your body. Your body is teaching your brain to accept what is. Breathe. Really doing your best to open up that elbow. Once you get the bind, it's easy to open that elbow up, opening up the heart, opening up. You want to be able to look up cleanly. Giving yourself a pat on the back. This is good practice. I think we all need to give ourselves a pat on the back more often than we do. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release the arms first. Take it easy. And come back nice and slow. Well done. All right, we're going to roll into a boat pose. See how seaworthy you were today? If at all. I might sink. I'm already sweating. All right. So in your boat, see if you can't kind of zip up your knuckles to meet underneath. Can you see what I'm doing right there? Really kind of use your biceps. That kind of helps activate your arms and shoulders down the back. Breathe. The feet are in neutral. Let's point and flex. Point and flex. Yeah, getting through your feet. Give them a wiggle toe. Yeah, some foot love. Keeping your chin up, guys, in every way imaginable. Good. And let's drop the feet, bringing the hands out in front. Inhale and exhale. You know we're going to lower down to our backs because it's time. It's time, friends. We're moving in. The last little bit of class we have together. All the way to the floor. We're going to cross that right knee over the left. Inhale. Exhale, send those knees over to your left side. Oh yeah. Open up that right arm and breathe. Oh yes. Looking in that direction. So whenever you take these supine twists, you can just, the cherry on the cake is the drishti. The gaze is away from the knees. Kind of letting yourself settle and melt. Become acquainted with the floor, pressing the left elbow into the mat, rolling all that business back into center space. Unwind, winding up that left knee over the right. Inhale, exhale. You know what to do. You know where this is headed. Those knees go over to the right side, opening up your left arm, look in that direction. And now we come back and kind of reacquaint ourselves with the deep, slow breaths. If ujjayi is helpful, use your ujjayi. Either way, I want you to fill up your lungs. Empty your lungs. You might have to use those belly muscles and the diaphragm to do that. Being grateful that we can breathe today, that we can experience that breath with ease. Let's release the knee and press those hips back to center space. Shavasana time, guys. Step out long. See what your back wants to do. If for any reason your back should hurt, bend the knees and just let them fall in together. Good. We're going to press the elbows into the mat, lift the chest off the floor. Inhale, exhale, melt it down, melt the palms open to the sky. We're going to take a deep breath in. Through your nose, let it go all the way down to your toes. Relax your feet. Relax and breathe into your ankles. Relax your calf muscles. Relax your knees and shins. Soft, deep breath. Relax your entire leg, the hamstring, the sides of your legs, the inner part of your legs, the quadriceps. Relax and breathe into your hips, into your glutes, into the pelvis and the lower belly and back. Let your belly expand. Let your back soften. Let the chest and the space around the heart soften as you breathe in and out. Relax your shoulders. Relax and breathe into the collarbones and down the arms and hands. Relax and breathe into your neck, into your jaw, letting the mouth soften, the lips, the tongue, the cheeks, your eyes, your forehead, your scalp and your ears. Everything becomes very, very heavy and soft and warm as you allow yourself some peace as you breathe. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Let it fill your belly. Let it move through your back and out through your mouth. In through your nose and let it out through your mouth. Giving your fingers and toes a wiggle. Making a fist, roll your wrist. And let's bend the knees and step the feet in underneath your sit bones. And we're going to stretch the arms overhead. Deep breath. Let the back come away from the mat. As you fill your belly. As you fill your lungs. Gently roll to your favorite side, using your bicep as a pillow. Thinking of 3 things that you have gratitude in your heart for today. Be they people, places, or things. I really want you to see them in your mind's eye once again and breathe them into your heart. And know that you are nourished, you have plenty. So, so blessed. So that we may be more attentive to the miracles we have in our lives. Breathe that in. Whenever you're ready, gently press yourself up using the strength of your arms. Nice and slow. to a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. Letting your face stay soft, your jaw stay soft. Everything is soft and long and easy, full of breath. Cool, calm, and collected. Let's bring the hands together in prayer and bring the prayer hands, the thumbs into your third eye. I want you to sit up tall as you inhale. And exhale, drawing the hands down into the heart space. One more deep breath in. And now with this exhale, we gently bow to each other and to each other's practice. The divine in me truly honors the divine in each of you. Thank you so much for coming today. It was so much fun. I just love teaching you guys. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Drink some water. Namaste.